Have you ever wondered how self-driving cars see the road? Well, it's a fascinating orchestration of technology and innovation. These autonomous vehicles use a combination of sensors, cameras, and radar to perceive their environment. Let's start with sensors. They are the vigilant guards, constantly scanning the surroundings for objects and obstacles. They detect other vehicles, pedestrians, and even small animals that may cross the vehicle's path, ensuring a safe journey. Next, we have cameras. These act like the human eye, capturing visual information about the road ahead. They help the vehicle recognize traffic signs, signals, and lanes, providing essential details for navigation. Lastly, the radar steps in. It's like the vehicle's sixth sense, capable of detecting objects even in poor visibility conditions. It can sense the speed and distance of surrounding objects, giving the vehicle a full 360-degree view of its surroundings. These technologies together form the eyes of the autonomous vehicle, enabling it to perceive its surroundings. So, the car can see, but how does it interpret what it sees? Well, the data collected by the sensors, cameras, and radar is funneled into the car's software. This is where the magic happens. The software processes this information, creating a detailed map of the environment. But it's not just about processing raw data. The software also interprets this data, recognizing and classifying different objects such as pedestrians, cyclists, or other vehicles. This is where machine learning and artificial intelligence step in. They allow the car to not only recognize objects, but also understand their significance. A stop sign, for instance, is not just a red octagon, it's a command to halt. Similarly, a pedestrian on the sidewalk is not just a moving object, it's a potential variable in the car's path. The software can even predict other drivers' behavior, taking into account factors like speed and direction. In essence, the car's software serves as the brain, interpreting the data from its eyes and making decisions based on that interpretation. The car can see and interpret its surroundings, but how does it decide where to go? Well, let's dive into the concept of path planning. It's like a GPS system on steroids. Imagine you're going on a road trip. You'd probably plug your destination into a GPS, right? It gives you a route and off you go. But what happens if there's a sudden roadblock or a detour? You'd need to adjust your plan. Now, a self-driving car does something similar, but it's far more complex and sophisticated. It uses GPS, yes, but it also relies on high-definition maps that provide an incredibly detailed view of the road. These maps include information about lanes, traffic signs, and even the height of traffic lights. This is just the starting point. The car also constantly scans its environment using its sensors, interpreting data in real time. It's like the car is continuously updating its understanding of the world around it. If a pedestrian suddenly steps onto the road, or if a vehicle swerves unexpectedly, the car immediately identifies these changes. The path planning algorithm then springs into action, adjusting the car's route to avoid any potential hazards while still sticking as closely as possible to its original path. So, you see, it's a continuous dance of sensing, interpreting, planning, and adjusting. The car not only sees and understands its environment, but also plans its path and navigates through it. Thus, it's not just about getting from point A to point B, but doing so in the safest and most efficient way possible. Thus, the car not only sees and understands its environment, but also plans its path and navigates through it. We've seen how self-driving cars see and navigate the road, but what does the future hold for these vehicles? Picture a world where self-driving cars are the norm, not the exception. This future is not as distant as it may seem. Advancements in technology are poised to usher in a new era of transportation, where vehicles operate seamlessly without human intervention. One can anticipate significant improvements in sensor capabilities. Future self-driving cars could possess sensors that not only detect obstacles but also predict their movements, creating a safer and more efficient driving environment. And it's not just about the sensors. The future of autonomous vehicles also hinges on advancements in data processing and decision-making algorithms. Imagine a car that not only knows the quickest route to your destination, but can also make real-time adjustments based on traffic conditions, weather, and road quality. But the potential impact of self-driving cars extends beyond technology. We're talking about a societal shift here. With the rise of autonomous vehicles, we could see a reduction in traffic congestion, thanks to optimized routing and fewer human errors. Moreover, self-driving cars have the potential to democratize transportation. Think about those who can't drive due to age, disability, or other factors. Autonomous vehicles could provide them with newfound independence and mobility. As technology advances, self-driving cars will continue to become more sophisticated, transforming the way we think about transportation.